Hello, this is Ken Obasi Leslie again. We're talking about energies and talking about things that are happening in the world, in the ether, in the community, in the country, wherever, in the universe, whatnot. We're talking about the energies and whatnot. So I hope everything's going well with you and everything. Everything's going good here. Of course, I've always do divination from the tarot, from the Orisha tarot. And first card I got is Shango, large man of strong build sitting on a large rock in a lotus position, but erect, as if his thighs, hips, and spine were at his angle. His hands hold one of his main tools or symbols, the double-edged axe, with which this noble fighter awards justice. The axe covers his eyes because justice must be fair and objective, and above all, unbiased. On the upper half of his right arm, he wears an ornament band against Agun, spirits of the dead, decorating with seashells. And around his neck, he wears a chain of necklace in his colors, which are red and white. This figure transmits feeling of balance, stability, strength, and security. A cloud sky in the background perfectly describes the environment or place where the Orisha exercises his influence. Shango is called the owner of the stones. His patron is thunder and lightning. He gave in to one of his wives, Oya, to whom now belongs that thunder and lightning belongs to her. He makes his voice heard through the sound of thunder, although his power, the axe, resides in the stones, and it's it's something that you cannot even deal with and imagine. This would appear to him, give him a certain rigidity, but law or justice, while it must be tolerant, is also rigid in the scales of the values, where ethics plays a lead role. This card represents judges, magistrates, justice in general, and the concept of justice as such: fairness, balance, equality of conditions, administrative procedures, execution of contracts, bureaucracy, vouchers, documentation, papers in general, examinations, seminars, courses, conventions. He acts or deals on the idealization of a thought and on our conscious, above all, its ethical social side. Like the concept of truth, justice does not always agree with what people may sometimes consider to be fair or true. To reach settlement, we must set aside personal interest, selfishness, and passion, because, according to one of the great men of history, Socrates, we have actually knowledge of a concept of something only when we are able to define it. And such definition raises no objection. This status is reached through the search for knowledge, something a master cannot teach, but he may indeed lead his disciples to reflect, to work with his minds, with their minds, with truth as the goal. So basically, this is Shango. Some people may, in another situation, it could be called Thor, lightning, but justice has come. This is all about justice, and that's what's going on in the world right now. The balance. What resided in the darkness is coming to light, and all those things that were out of balance are coming into balance. So balance is the key. Balance is the key. So our next card is Oshun, a beautiful woman adorned with gold jewelry. Oshun is the energy of the prevailing rivers, waterfalls, streams, of any course of water. She's about currency. She's about current. She's the sweetest female Orisha, though others give that status to Yemaya, the daughter of Ozala or Azalia. Since all rivers go to the sea, at the end of her essence will be fused with that of her mother who awaits her in the immensity. Oshun May represents most intimate feminine thinking of the human sight. She is, she's like any other woman, likes perfume, personal adornments, jewelry. She also is very emotional. Her sons are highly emotional, weeping people. Among the Yoruban Orisha, many may say that she is the great magician, the one who knows about Igbo's magic deeds and works. This is based on the fact that she comes to her father seeking help, comfort with the warmest and most delicate modulations of voice, and sometimes crying, which moves Obatala to give her what she wants. The most important thing is secrets. She is the patron of gold, honey, squashes. There are areas in Central America where many think that not to eat squashes is the greatest honor they can offer to their saint, who will reward them with economic help. People resort to her most of all to put right romantic misunderstandings, to soothe or pacify people if they are getting too excited. And in similar situations, since she loves and looks after children, she is asked to help them with their studies or their behavior at home to make a woman pregnant, or to assist in any other matter related to children or teenagers. Her area of influence in the human body is mainly the lower abdomen, according to legend. She was queen of the African river of the same name. She highly appreciates her belongings at the home. At the same time, is protective. She takes good care of gifts, represents presents, because she gets very fond of things given to her as tokens of love. So her colors are warm, ranging from pale yellow through golden orange by the addition of reddish pigment. She is the Venus of the Yoruba people, syncretized with the conception of the Virgin Mary of South America. So Oshun is, is about honey, about gold, and and that is the energy that is prevailing at this time. In terms of doing what's right and reaping what you sow, but with love, and love, sweetness, and femininity, hidden knowledge, research, and planning, gifts as a medium, hypersensitiveness, psychism, mentalism. This card represents someone interested in medicine, either in the orthodox or whatever, perhaps in social subjects, but generally related to scientific field. A woman, wife, or girlfriend who know how to expression of opinion without arrogance or aggressiveness. In a quiet manner, subtleness and distinction. So this is what Oshun is about, and and that energy is prevailing in our ether. And the village. Lightning flashes through the clouds of the earth, producing fire, devastating the village, destroying dwellings. Some men and women fall. Some others run from the fire. The normal silence of the forest is interrupted by thunder, flashes of lightning, and the sky is almost apocalyptic. The village represents not only the habitat, a place, a residence, or home, but also the place where our spirit, that is our body, or the community itself, lies or lives. It also represents the consultant's break with his or her super ego. This card is evidence of danger, but it represents the power of Babel, by which men impermanently tried to reach heaven, which caused God to unleash his divine rage and destroy the tower. It also represents the destruction of old cities that fell to vice and shared the same unfortunate fate as Sodom and Gomorrah. This card represents losses, destruction, rupture, dismemberment, lack of communication, and or from others, self-punishment, guilt, complex, masochism, danger of accidents, fractures, falls. Beware of fire, fuels, the electricity. Take care of your body and your home. Lavishness, vice, decay, and corruption. So it's just that this card represents is some things that we need to take care of. And because we're talking about like the village, and as you can say, as the energy of the spirit that is happening on the global level, there's a lot of destruction. There's a lot of things that are happening to the home, whatever. There's a lot of things there's karma. All I have to say is karma. So it's just that sometimes we need to get quiet and do the research and find out what's going on with all of this. And next card is the outcast, naked man, in a carefree, contemplative manner, as if stretching after hard work. The bag he carries on his shoulder contains a minimum a human being may have. The minimum that a human being may have. His lips hold a flower, a symbol of innocence and being naive. His legs are crossed, showing that he can change his position as he pleases. One foot is slightly propped up and is being pecked by a bird, causing him pain. The only feeling that we call him back to reality and prevent him from falling into complete emptiness. The other foot is twisted in an uncomfortable, though not impossible position. In spite of being on the edge of the precipice, he turns his back to it and holds lightly onto a palm tree. I call the card the outcast because with several African tribes, a person who did not abide by the rules of his social group had only one alternative: exile. The chosen animal, a rooster, awakens us from a lethargic state. This is not a casual selection. The rooster is chosen because the brave fowl does not exude adrenaline as a result of fear. The Afro-Cubans and other Centauros from the Caribbean and Central America are devoted to a Orisha named Usim. You know, it's his image is placed on the door of the house that belongs to Santero or the followers, so that he watches and takes care of the home. In this image, commonly made of iron, falls or suffers some kind of harm. It is a warning that something misfortunate may happen. Also, he is considered a warrior saint because he defends his master bravely. He is not only seen in houses, but also in shops and factories. According to some popular saying, his song scatters the darkness, announcing that the sun is arriving, bringing in a new day. Jesus told Peter that because the rooster crowed, he would deny him 3 times. This card is about things that are overwhelming and difficult to handle. Situation or attitude, uneasiness, nervousness, but light-heartedness at the same time. Childish behavior, laziness, complacence, lyricism, immoderate, unrestrained, misunderstood, altruism, hypersensitivity, although seemingly numb to feelings which may be a mental block, need to suffer to mature. Total incongruity, sickness, madness, yet geniality at the same time, meaning that he's not using his powers, intelligence, or creative imagination with significant, which is significant. So he reacts to hard. His reactions are hard to explain, understand, or control. He sees the trees but not the forest. He loses himself in unnecessary details, and his priorities change. And I know situations like that. His love affairs are conflicting and morbid, and he tends to abandon them. He may be a great poet who would never finish a single poem, a great musician who would never perform his symphonic or an excellent sculptor or painter who would never complete his piece of art, introvert, a bohemian who will drown his pain in alcohol, bar talk, spending nights with one without any set purpose or objective, lack of tenderness or love. If you find yourself in this situation, change immediately. Avoid sinking into this abyss. Do not wait until pain knocks at the door and brings you back to reality. It is not you, but another person. Help immediately to free him from this freezing catharsis. Remember, he is affection and understanding immediately, So we've been just dealing with this, the outcast, very interesting card, very interesting situation and whatnot, So the last card that I pulled is they call like the Four of Air, a man lying in the middle of the African savannah with 4 birds of prey around him. One of them about to attack him, but the other is biting and pecking his body, causing him extreme pain. Now, just remember, all of this is just kind of like metaphor for things that are happening, or the energies that are, in the ether and in the air. Things. It's just that some things may be extreme, or some things may not be extreme, or whatever. So some things. And the readings are not what you call direct, It's just that, you have to take it and think about it, and maybe apply it to the situation that it needs to apply to, you know. This card is about a dangerous situation or place. Your position is completely unfavorable. There's no escape, no chance of doing anything since you are being attacked from all sides and are closed. Nothing can be made real. There's trouble at all levels. Both your hands and feet are tied. So one of the birds is stacking his head, his future, his plans. Another's feet, his past, what has been done. The third one has his talons on the height of his solar plexus, which will make him lose his balance. And the fourth is supporting the other three by silencing the scene and causing its evil shadow to do that. One will learn what will happen. So, it's just that, like I said, it's just that, you have to take these readings, as a metaphor, as sometimes you have to, like I think the word I'm looking for is literal, and and you can't take everything literal, and sometimes you can, but only what's going on within the energies that are around you, and what's happening in your sight, So anyhow, it's just I just want to thank everybody for listening to me and everything. So I hope that you have a great Sunday, and this is the 24th of July, and we're getting ready to go. Time is passing so fast. So okay, well, thank you, and have a great day.